I'm dead.
Nah,
No,
we're
so
gonna
no one's
make
gonna
it.
put.
Hey Johnson Gents, Quaweds here, bringing you gaming with Zesty Twist, and today I've actually got a lot more information for you guys. A new truck picture has been coming out, and we got a Q&A from the CEO himself, so let's just jump into it. So before we jump into any unique ideas that I had, guys, let's just have a look at the tweet that they put out 20 minutes ago or so. So it just says, the new vehicle's coming soon, exclusive to the desert map. And this just means I was completely correct in my last video. We will have exclusive vehicles for the desert map. Most likely vehicles will be also exclusive to a map that we have right now. If you'd like to check out that video, I'll put a little link just above. It'll come across in an eye, and let's just jump deeper into this image. I've got quite a few ideas, and I really think they could be completely correct, maybe. The first things I want to discuss, well, the suspension's going to be great. You can just look at the suspension right there on the tires. Fantastic. But is really the seating. How many seats will they have? We can say at the bare minimum they would have 2, but I want to say they would have 3. One the driver, and obviously the 2 passengers next to him. But I want to bring your attention to the back of the truck. How many will they let us in there? Will they let us in there altogether? It's highly likely that they will let people sit in the back, and I think if they do, they'll keep it to 2, 1 on each side, with their probably arms out the side with the gun, which brings a grand total of 5 people I think this vehicle can fit. Super interesting. Not really. I think anyone could have figured it out. Let's go into something I thought a bit more in depth about, and that's these floodlights up here. And my mind had gone straight to night mode again. Having a vehicle which has super powerful lights to just flick on and light up a whole area would be super powerful in night mode. It'd make it super interesting, especially in the late game when the circle gets super small. You could bring up a vehicle, turn its lights on, and the whole ending circle would be lit up. And people might be just, snaking in the grass, a whole bunch of people. And if you were able to shine the light on all these people, it would definitely just make some mayhem happen, that is for sure. Alright, that's enough speculation on the truck. Let's move on to the Q&A of the CEO of Bluehole. So some of these questions don't really give us any new information, so I'm going to skip over them relatively fast if they don't really present anything interesting. I don't want to bore you. So the first question was about PUBG and then them addressing the cheaters in the game, and all they pretty much said is they weren't expecting the game to have this many diverse cheats, and they're really working hard. Obviously they always want the game to be as best it is for the public. So just skipping down a bit to question 4, which I thought gave some actual new information. It just reads, will the lobby area also change with the official launch, such as a friend invitation feature, a readiness indicator? I also want the leaderboard to display more information. The CEO replied with, not only the lobby and leaderboard, but also the game's UI, readability and usability are being upgraded in a comprehensive manner. He then said we'll be able to try us in upcoming test servers, and they're always continuously rolling out updates. So this made my mind go to a Reddit post which I saw a couple days back, so I'm just going to pull that up. So this is completely unofficial. Some guy's done a huge UI overhaul and it just looks amazing. He even did a video on it. I'll link his stuff in the description if you want to go check it out. But it just absolutely looks amazing. It looks super official, and I could definitely see PUBG doing something along these lines. It's a lot easier set out, easier to match up your friends, and just see who's ready, who's not, what your guy looks like, and all that good stuff. The next question I wanted to focus in on was this one, where they asked, is there any new weapons in the lineup? And they actually replied that a lot of people in Korea have been wanting the K2, which is a really popular weapon over there. The military use it as nearly their primary weapon, along with the M16, and they said it actually is in their lineup of weapons to be considered, but they want to have it so the game has an array of diverse weapons, and which have different purposes and different features. So because of that reason, they won't be making the K2 straight away. But it's interesting to see that they have a lineup of weapons they want to add into the game. The next one I want to talk about is just a real quick one. They do discuss the red zone. The bombs within inside the red zone are completely random, he says. Also, the location of the red zone happening is completely random. So he just said, so you can simply consider the red zone as a random phenomenon. And the last one I want to talk about was this question here where they ask about making a training mode and would they want to do it, and they pretty much said life is life is tough, and that's what they wanted us to experience in game. And I get that. The player unknown himself has talked about this. He wanted it to be a tough game for people, not something easy. But they said they have thought about the question, but with so many people asking for it, they said that they would love to actually implement it in. Just they're working on the full game at the moment, but once they get that out running smooth and nice, they said they'd start developing such a feature after the official release. So that is awesome. I really would love this. It really would help people to improve their gameplay and how good they are at this game. And that's it, guys. And if you really enjoyed my coverage of these new information that we got, please remember to subscribe and like this video, but mainly subscribe because that's what I want, right? And as always, buy 3 kilos of chicken nuggets and eat them and just turn into a chicken.